A little girl stood trembling on the sidewalk, her small hands clutching the hem of her dress as a group of bikers rode past. Their engines were loud, their jackets covered in patches. And to her they looked powerful, maybe even a little scary. But fear wasn't her concern right now. With tear-filled eyes, she ran toward them, stopping right in front of the biggest rider. "Please," she cried. "They're beating my mom." The bikers went silent. The leader, a man with a heavy beard and a scar across his eyebrow, turned off his engine and leaned down to her level. In an instant, the entire group sensed the seriousness of her words. Without wasting a second, the bikers followed the girl down the narrow street she pointed toward. Their footsteps were quick and heavy as they reached the front yard of a small, run-down house. From inside, they heard shouting and a crash that made the girl flinch. The leader pushed the door open, and the sight inside made the bikers' expressions turn cold. A man stood over a woman, yelling at her while she shielded herself with her arms. The bikers exchanged a look, one that didn't require words. They stepped between the man and the terrified woman. The abusive man tried to argue, even threaten, but the bikers didn't let him take another step. The leader calmly told him to back off and leave the house. The presence of 10 towering bikers made the man reconsider any fight he thought he had. He grabbed a few things, muttered angrily, and stormed out. But not before the leader warned him that if he ever came back to hurt her again, he'd have all of them to deal with. Once the danger was gone, the bikers helped the woman sit down and brought her a glass of water. The little girl rushed to her mother's side, wrapping her arms around her tightly. The mother looked shaken but relieved, whispering a soft thank you through tears. The bikers stayed with them for a while, making sure she was safe and calm. They talked gently to the girl, telling her she had done something incredibly brave. Before leaving, the leader handed the mother his card and said she should call him anytime she felt unsafe. The bikers walked out of the house with a sense of purpose, knowing they had done more than just intervene. They had given a frightened family a moment of protection and hope. As they rode away, the girl stood in the doorway waving at them, no longer trembling, but smiling with gratitude. For the bikers, it was just another ride, but for the little girl and her mother, it was the day strangers became heroes.